Hello, this video is to help you with your Phonics Unit 28 Lesson 5 checkpoint. You will need your assessment pages for this checkpoint. From your Phonics Works Basic Assessment, you'll start with page 157 and work through page 162. You'll need your lesson guide, pages 752 through 754, and then your unit checkpoint answer key. You'll start off working online. There are several games to practice as you prepare for your checkpoint. So please take a look at those games and practice identifying some of those digraphs and the trigraph TCH. There are several spaceship games. In this one, you complete the word, listen to it, and select the digraph or trigraph. There is also some information from Noodleverse, and it tells you which activities in Noodleverse will help your student review those digraphs and trigraphs. This is optional but available to you as well. Alright, now it is time for you to show what you know. You're going to use page 157 through 162 in your basic assessment book to give your student this offline assessment, and then you will enter their scores online. To help you prepare for this checkpoint, students, I'm going to work through some examples from each of the questions and types of activities in the checkpoint, just to help you review and get ready to take your offline assessment. In the first part, you're going to read word parts, nonsense words, and words. You'll read across the row from left to right, say the sounds of the word part, nonsense word, or word. So I've got some examples over here that are not on the checkpoint to work through with you, and we're going to practice reading these. Let's practice reading some nonsense words. You can read the whole word if you know it just by looking at it, zug, or you can make the sound for each letter to sound it out, and then try to put the sounds together to read the whole word. Z, g, ugh, zug. Alright, let's try another one. Nom, nom. There are nonsense words, there are whole words, and then there are also just some sounds that you'll need to read. So let's practice reading the sound. Ch. That's one of those digraphs, the two letters that make one sound together. Here's another one for us to practice reading. Sh. Okay, so that is part one, where you will be reading some word parts, nonsense words, and whole words. Let's practice part two, word dissection. The directions say read the word, circle the letter or group of letters that spell the sound you are asked to find. Alright, so you will read this word and then you'll circle a part of it. And I have some other examples over here for us to practice with. This word says mush, mush. So I might say circle the sh in mush, and you would circle the sh together. Sh. Or if I said, read this word, ch-ap, chap, circle the ch, you would circle the ch together. That is part two, word dissection. Let's review what we're doing in part three. Part three is finger stretching. So you will listen to the word that your learning coach says, and then you will finger stretch the word. Let's do some practice. Let's finger stretch the word that we just had on the board before this one. Chap. Ch. A. P. And look at these pictures. Remember, you put one finger out for each sound as you make it. So chap would be ch, a, p. Let's finger stretch mush. Sh. That is part 3, finger stretching. In part 4, you're going to complete some dictation words. You will listen to the word, and then you will repeat the word and write it. Do your best to listen to all those sounds. It would be helpful for you to finger stretch the word and then write it on the line. Part 5 is a read aloud section. Well, you will read the sentences aloud. This is what your part 5 looks like. And I just want to share a reading strategy with you that will help you when you are working on this section. This says chunky monkey. Chunk the word. Look for a chunk you know. A chunk just means a part of the word. So if you come to a word that you're unsure of, look in that word and see if you can read a sound or a part of it, a chunk of it, to help you figure out the rest. It's kind of like finding a clue for that word. Okay, let's look at these examples. In this word right here, this part, and, is highlighted because this friend was trying to read the word and saw a sight word hidden in here. And if you figured out that that was the word and, then you could look at the rest of the word, st, and, stand. See how I'm blending it and putting all the sounds together? And knowing this whole part, and, really helped me to figure out that word. That is chunking. In this next example, here is a sound that they remembered. You might remember that the ing, what does it sound like, friends? The ing sounds like ing. Good job if you remembered ing. Alright, so that is a chunk of this word that we can read right away, ing. And the word is jump, ing, jumping. And here's one more example where they found a sight word, or it could just be a sound that is sometimes in some other words that you've seen before. Some of you have studied word families and seen the at in the at word family. So right here, at, then all we have to figure out is the beginning of the word. Now that we know that this chunk says at, flat. Okay, so as you're working through part 5 read aloud, remember to use your chunky monkey strategy. And strategy just means a trick that can help you to figure out some of those words. Part 6 is called Say Letters. So this says listen up. You'll really want to listen carefully. The directions say listen to the sound, say the letter or letters that make that sound. Alright, so you will just listen. So for example, if maybe on 35 I said shh, you would want to write SH. The SH letters say shh. Or maybe they might tell you a single letter like and then you could write the letter R. You'll want to look in your lesson guide for the actual questions for these numbers. I'm not telling the actual questions and answers. I'm just giving examples for us to practice so that you can take your test yourself. After you complete your checkpoint, there are some links to help you. If you missed these questions in any of these sections, you can look through in these review activities for some additional practice with those skills. Once your student has finished their unit checkpoint, go ahead and enter their score online, and then you will be finished with Phonics, Unit 28, Lesson 5. Please complete our kindergarten attendance survey to let us know that you have viewed this recording, and I appreciate you watching. Thank you.